Beautiful ones, we wish you to know that it is important not to allow yourself to be pigeonholed into an old way that you had of showing up for holidays. No, even if someone reminds you that you used to be a curmudgeon or you used to be this way or that, simply laugh along with them and say, yeah, I did, didn't I? I'm so glad I'm done with that. You are loved beyond measure, beautiful ones. Use your creativity. Use your ingenuity. Use your creative, beautiful, authentic spark of God that you are to touch all you encounter during your holidays.
Welcome to Becoming Awesome with Tracy J, channeling her sacred higher self.
Hey everyone, we've discovered that about 65% of our viewers have not yet subscribed. So this is your invitation to do so. It'll mean that our videos will show up on your feed when you go to YouTube, and you will be assisting us in getting our message out to the world. So thank you so much. Hi, I'm Tracy J. Thank you for joining me on the Becoming Awesome channel today. Today's topic is Turning Holiday Hell to Holiday Heaven, Part B. And as I did last time, I will admit the title promises more than I will actually deliver today. I also did another video where I really encouraged everyone to be authentic in holidays. So now you are seeing me being totally authentic. Both Peter and I kind of over the top, love Christmassy stuff, wear the silly sweaters or the ugly sweaters or whatever's going on, love to decorate all over the place. But that's what's authentic for us. And I think it's super important that you not feel any pressure to celebrate it the way someone else does. But also, if you've been holding back, because maybe most members in your family think it's tacky to do over-the-top stuff, but you really love it, well, then you should be over the top, because that's you. And your unique, authentic self is the best gift you can bring. And your family members will get to have the wonderful opportunity to laugh at what you're doing and think it's ridiculous and enjoy themselves doing that. So, but you can just know that, yes, I was raised Catholic, and so Christmas is my favorite holiday. But I also, my first marriage was to a Jewish man, and I really grew to love celebrating all the Jewish holidays as well. I've been blessed to get to travel, and so I know each corner of the world does holidays in different ways, and they're all magical. And so find a way to enjoy yourself and make holidays what you want them to be. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on ways that you can help initiate making the environment in your family more loving during the holidays. And so I would say do your best from the moment you walk in the door to set the tone you would like to see for the holidays, right? Even just as you're saying hello to somebody, you can pre-plan something that you appreciate about that you can say as you're greeting them, right? Not just the usual, hey, how you been? Not really in a deep meeting like, oh, I'm so glad to spend this week with you. I always enjoy so much hearing your laughter and all the ways that you make our family laugh. Whatever it is, pick something that's the good part about that person and initiate by letting them know right when you're first greeting them, or something that you're looking forward to doing with them, so that you set the tone as you come in the door. And now we're going to go through some ideas that I have for you that I have written out. And so even though it may be a little scary for you to introduce an idea like this, people may react a little like, oh, that's weird. Why would we do that? really hold your ground. Really see if you can get people to engage in this stuff, because the truth is, it will be magic for them. So there's an exercise called the love seat, right? So maybe, let's say your holiday is Christmas and you're opening gifts. At a certain point, you could say something like, I would really love it if this year we could do not only the gifts of presents to each other, but the gift of appreciation of each other. And I would like to do something called Love Seat, where each person takes a turn being in the center of a circle, and then each family member takes a turn saying one thing they really appreciate about that person. And you just keep doing that, swapping out who's in the middle and then going around the circle again. I can remember it was my father who first suggested doing this in our family. And I can remember like feeling fear about what my older brother would say to me, because I had such an idea that there was nothing about me that he liked. And in fact, he said something very beautiful that I really appreciated. So you could even have somebody assigned to writing down everything or making little recordings of it of people, because this will be something that people will cherish, hearing what others appreciate about them. Another idea is you could bring everyone some kind of snowflake. It could be a snowflake ornament that you might hang on a tree. It could be a snowflake that you use a little suction cup to put up around, or snowflake necklaces you can find inexpensively, or maybe somebody gets earrings, somebody gets a necklace, somebody gets just something they sit on their desk, who knows what. But the whole idea is the snowflake just initiates that each person is beautiful and unique in their own way. And then you could either, like, let's say you put something in a little box, arrange to have a little beautiful piece of paper that fits in the box as well. And if you think you can get your family members to participate, you could say, now I've written one quality that I really appreciate about this person, and then I'd like to pass each of you this piece of paper, and you add onto it another quality that you really appreciate about this person, so that each time they see their snowflake, they can read the words and remember what it is that we all appreciate, the unique being that they are. And if you really don't feel that you could get other members to participate, you could just, pick anything, 5, 10, however many attributes about that person that you appreciate, and give it to them with the snowflake. Moving into some other ideas for how to make things kind of, just silly or fun together. There's a way that you can do a group poem. So one person would pick the topic and write the first 4 lines of the poem. So you might initiate this by saying, hey, let's make a poem about our holiday memories, right? And you would write the first 4 lines, and then you would fold the paper over so that the next person only gets to see 2 lines, and then they have to add on to the poem. So they would add 2 lines and refold it so that only their 2 lines were showing, and you just pass it around until every family member has a chance to contribute to the poem, and then the last person reads it out loud. And then everyone will enjoy and have some laughter, because the poem will definitely be silly because you only know the 2 lines that you got to read and not the whole thing. And if your family enjoys it and is laughing a lot, you could continue on and pick another topic and make another poem. So let's see, what other ideas did we come up with? Oh, yes. So this one you would have to initiate a little in advance if you want to bring this idea, but we're going to call this the mystery tasting. And what you would do is you would prepare 2 different plates that you would have covered with foil or something so nobody could see what they were. And ideally, each plate would have different things on it. And it doesn't have to be fancy or complicated, right? It can just be fresh fruit, dried fruit, nuts, little pieces of cookies broken up, or different kinds of chocolate, or it could even be meats or whatever, although you might want to keep separate from the other things. Try and keep anything that, would, anyway, just affect the taste of something else separate if it's not hard enough. But at any rate, you would divide your family into teams and you would decide who was A and who was B. And the people who were the A's would go and make a little plate. You're not going to do a lot of this. It might be like, 5 or 6 different things to taste. And people who were B could either give them blindfolds or just get them to agree to close their eyes. And then all the A's would come in with the plate and they would feed morsels of whatever you had chosen for them. Now, of course, it's important to know any food allergies before you do this. And the object is to try and give them something that would give them pleasure. But there's something about just the trust that needs to be there for someone to choose to put something in your mouth. And then also the experience of truly tasting something without having your preconceived notion about what it's going to taste like before you actually taste it. That's quite delicious. And you have a whole other experience of things that you thought you knew what they tasted like, but are getting to experience them fresh again. So this can be very fun, very bonding thing to do with families. Another fun little thing that you might try is just sometime during the course of a meal together, not right at the get-go, because otherwise anybody super hungry might be cranky. Just say something like, let's see if we can all successfully change our utensils into the opposite hand that you're used to and successfully cut something and take a bite of it and see if we can do it with some elegance, right? Or the funniest way possible, or whatever way you might want to do it. And this is just a little way to do something that might make people laugh, feel a little silly, break the ice if you have, new friends over that you've invited to be with your family or something like that. But all of this, everything that I'm suggesting and the many other ways that you might creatively come up with, having heard these ideas, is just you being the initiator of the kind of energy that you want to have around when you are with your family. And so, you don't leave it up to someone else. You realize, I'm a person of high consciousness. I can assist my family in having more loving interactions with each other, not falling into our same usual old patterns of hurting and triggering each other. I can bring a fresh energy, a more loving and kind energy with my family. And if you are already blessed to already have a family that is mainly loving and kind towards each other, these are just ideas to add even more in. So, again, I am going to call in my sacred higher self and my team to give you a little transmission for having just extraordinary love and connection with your family and friends at holidays. Beautiful ones, we wish you to know that it is important not to allow yourself to be pigeonholed into an old way that you had of showing up for holidays. No, even if someone reminds you that you used to be a curmudgeon or you used to be this way or that, simply laugh along with them and say, yeah, I did, didn't I? I'm so glad I'm done with that. There is always trepidation when things are being asked of others that are new or different. So hold firm in those moments while your family squiggles a little under the new ideas, the new energies that you are bringing forth to them as a family. Do not take this as a sign to give up on your idea. Hold a little longer, drop into your heart, allow there to be the time for them to truly feel into if they are willing. And then if they are not, simply let it go with grace. Allow those members of your family that you particularly enjoy to know that you would like to figure out a way to have some more one-on-one time or small group time with them. You can use the next excuse where something is needed from the store for both of you to volunteer to go and get it, and then go take a little time to go to a coffee shop and hang out with just each other for a little while. Or find excuses to go out and take walks together, or whatever other ways you can think of to give yourself time with those who you especially connect to in your family. Ask your beautiful team to be shining through your eyes, beaming through your heart, and flowing through your touch with your family members to help create that increased love and connection that you are wanting to see with your family. This can all happen silently. You are loved beyond measure, beautiful ones. Use your creativity, use your ingenuity, use your creative, beautiful, authentic spark of God that you are to touch all you encounter during your holidays. We love you so very, very much. So, as always, the invitation is for all of you to share any of your beautiful strategies you have had to reduce tension and increase love and connection with your family and friends as you get together with them for the holidays, or any ways you have found to reduce just whatever stress you felt about preparing for the holidays, or gift giving, or whatever it is for you that has caused stress. Please share all your tips below. Share this video with any others you know have reported stressful situations going home for the holidays, or having members of the family over for the holidays. And be sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate all of you so much for your beautiful listening and sharing and gifting us with all of your comments. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy your holidays.